to Jerusalem High, boy.
You're now rocking with that Big Boost Radio.
Big Manny and Bug.
You're now rocking with that Big Boost Radio.
Welcome to Jerusalem High, boy.
You're now rocking with that Big Boost Radio.
Welcome to Jerusalem High, boy.
You're now rocking with that Big Boost Radio.
Big Manny and Bug.
You should already know when I walk in the door that it ain't no use in frontin' on me. You should already know when I walk in the door that it ain't no use in frontin' on me. You should already know when I walk in the door that it ain't no use in
Welcome
frontin'.
to Jerusalem High, boy.
You're now rocking with that Big Boost Radio.
Welcome to Jerusalem High, boy.
You're now rocking with that Big Boost Radio.
Yes, sir.
Big Manny and Bug.
You're now rocking with that Big Boost Radio.
Welcome to Jerusalem High, boy.
You're now rocking with that Big Boost Radio.
Welcome to Jerusalem High, boy.
You're now rocking with that Big Boost Radio.
You ready, use?
Big Manny and Bug.
You should already know when I walk in the door that it ain't no use in frontin' on me. You should already know when I walk in the door that it ain't no use in
Big
frontin'.
Manny and Bug.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to Big Oos Radio. You are now officially rocking with Manny and Bug.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, my Uso.
What's up, Maus? It's good
Bro.
to be back, bro.
So good to have you back. It's so good
to be
to
back.
see you sitting in your seat. I missed you. I'm just so grateful and thankful that you are back. Ladies and gentlemen, light up our live feed right now. My big Uso Manny is back in the building.
Thank you, Uso. Appreciate it. Man.
I love you, Maus.
I just want to say, man, first of all, I want to thank God for blessing the whole week. For those of you who may be tuning in to Big Goose Radio, I had to do something very special over the last week, and it was lay my grandmother to rest, the queen of our family, and so we did that. God was all over the funeral and all over just everything, man. Everything went well.
Yeah.
Fast forward, I want to thank all the prayer, all the love, all the man, so much love, Oos, and my heart was moved over the weekend of people, from people just coming and blessing and blessing and blessing. And I want to thank you, Judy, for holding the show down as well, for doing what you guys do for me and Gina and the rest of our family. We appreciate you guys so much. Big Goose Radio family, if you're listening, man, God, all I can do is pray that God returns everything back to you guys, the way you guys have been praying and showing your love for me and my family. So I love you guys so much, man, and it feels good to be back, baby.
Good to have you back, man. Welcome to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's on our live. We see you guys. Thank you guys for tapping in. Make sure you guys hit that share button. We are streaming live on Island City Media Radio, Big Goose Radio. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in via Instagram, YouTube, wherever you're tapped in from, Facebook. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's good to see you guys on a Tuesday evening. Thank you guys so much, man. And the Uso Manny is back in the building.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Jesus.
I like that. I like that shirt that you're wearing, Oos. As you can see,
you know what it is.
I got the
big. What it is.
No wreath or anything. Just Big Goose Radio.
Yep. Tell them how they can cop that merch if they need to cop that merch, man.
If you want to copy your merch, man, Big Goose Radio 253.com. Direct message us on our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of it, man. We're all over, and so you can get your merch. Please. This is a big please. If you're out of state, please leave an address.
Please.
Me and Bug be searching all our DMs trying to find out where you guys leave your addresses at and stuff like that. And then we end up finding out that there's no address that was left, just the order and the money was sent and all of that stuff. So please leave an address. We want to get everybody's merch out as soon as we can. And let's talk about the Team Rail shirts, right?
Yeah.
So I want to officially apologize. It's been a crazy week for me. I told Bug that I was going to take over the duties of getting those shirts out. I was swarmed and overwhelmed this weekend, family flying in and just having a great time, with my grandmother's services. Now I'm back. Now I'm back in full effect. Now I can, we were able to get off mailed 19 orders today at the post office, and so those of you who live out of state, your shirts are coming.
They're
Those
on
of
the way.
Yep, those of you who are local, your shirts are coming. I promise you, the shirts are coming. We did not forget about you, and this is something that we hold dear to our heart because what it's for. Um, Prayer and shouts out to Brother Darrell and his family, Big D, Polita, and the test and trial that he's going through, and that he will overcome. Right.
Yeah, absolutely,
So
man.
we just want to show him love, all the love that we can show him, and be patient with us, bro. Be patient with us. The shirts are coming, bro.
On the way. Thank
Shirts
you
are
to
coming.
everybody that
Yeah.
supported. They're on the way. And thank you guys, and we love y'all, man. Let's keep it rolling, though, man. Big
Let's
Goose
go.
Radio, Island City Media. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in. Make sure you hit that
Yes,
share
sir.
button. Couple announcements. We were able to, yesterday was our 10th annual Thanksgiving giveaway, and
That was
it was amazing,
super
bro.
dope, bro.
It was amazing. Shout out to all of our partners. I want to shout out Lab Productions, the Uso Louie and the Uso Bruce. Shout out to Family Clothing, my Uso Lennon, his wife Maggie from Hosanna 7 Ministries, World Vision. Shout out to Fiola Bread and Deli, Harper Christian Center has been a long time partner of Project 253. Of course, Fort Lewis Congregational Christian Church. All my volunteers. Shout out to my children, my Vianoa kids for stepping up. My Teely fam. Thanks to everybody. It was a great event, man. We were able to
Yes.
reach at least almost 500 families yesterday, man.
Wow.
Via turkey or food box. So it was definitely dope, man. So thank you to everybody that showed up and showed love for that event yesterday, man. We got a couple pictures of yesterday's event. There goes brother Les, the owner of Fiola Bread and Deli in the great city of Lakewood. And also my Uso Rollers Car Club. Shout out to Uso Rollers Car Club, y'all. They always come through, man. Shout out to the Uso June, man, and Uso Tui, man, for always showing love, man. The president and vice president, thank you. Uso Rollers Car Club, we love y'all, man. The Usos from Lab Productions right there, and the CEO of Family Clothing.
Sir.
The Usos that run Lab Productions, thank y'all, my Usos. We love y'all, man. A couple other photos from yesterday. That's the volunteer crew. Shout out to all of we can't do anything without the volunteers,
That's
man.
what I was just about to say, Us.
Can't do anything without the volunteers.
Volunteers, man.
Shout
And
out to them.
I see the Uso wearing the Steelers shirt. Anyways, we'll get into that later.
Yeah, man, he's wearing that trash right there. don't worry about that. It's another picture we had. I mean, it was from block to block, just nothing but cars, folks that needed, items for Thanksgiving. We were just fortunate to be the vessel that God utilized so that we could get what he provided to his people. None of this belongs to us. It's all provided by the Lord, man. We don't ever want to get that twisted. It's nothing that we've done. We are merely just a vessel. All this praise and glory goes to the Lord.
Bro, tell him how long the line was, bro.
Bro, the line went around from 96 and Hosmer, around Ainsworth, all the way down to the 7-Eleven on 96 and Hosmer. That's how crazy it was. And the bad part is we had to turn away hundreds of people because we didn't have enough. But we were fortunate. If you follow me, I posted on my Facebook today. We have 4 pallets of food coming in tomorrow. So tap in with us tomorrow, 3 to 5 p.m. You need to call the number on there to schedule an appointment. So yeah, make sure you tapped in. Shout out to Lily's Bakery. We see you guys. They're open Thanksgiving.
That's super dope, Us.
I'm excited about today's show, bro.
I am too, Us.
One of my all-time favorite groups.
Oh man.
Manny, all-time favorite groups is on tonight. And in my heart, I'm actually one of the members of Katina's. They don't know it, but I'm actually.
Don't mess up the interview today, bro.
I'm not gonna mess up the interview, bro. I'm just,
all
man.
right.
In my heart, there's always been a place or a seat for me, with the Katinas, man. I
Keep
know
it in your heart. Don't let it out. Keep it in your heart.
In my heart. I'll keep it in my heart. Let's show them a little video, man. They had a Christmas special last year. We want to show you a little video. If you have never experienced a Christmas with the Katinas, I'm telling you, this is what you need to set the mood. And we're so fortunate to have one of the brothers on with us tonight. But I want to show you guys this real quick video right here. Check this out, man.
sing.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Katina. One of my all-time favorite groups of all, ladies and gentlemen. If you've
Bro.
never been to a Katina concert, better yet, even experience what it's like to spend Christmas with the Katinas. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it definitely sets the tone and the mood and will put you in the Christmas spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so fortunate tonight on Big Goose Radio, Island City Media, Jerusalem High, to have one of the living legends on our show tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, light up our live feed right now for the legendary Mr. John Katina.
Brother John in the house, baby. Let's go.
John Katina's in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, light up that live feed right now. They are going crazy on Twitch right now, Manny. They're going crazy on Twitch right now for
Hey,
Mr. Katina.
I don't blame him, man. We got a legend in the building. Let's go.
We are in the presence of royalty, Manny.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I need to tell my sons, man, that I'm on Twitch, man.
Tell your sons, man, you're on Twitch, man. What's up, Busto? How you doing?
Hey, so thank you. Thanks for having me, Bug and Manny. Hey, Manny, is that a Steelers hat?
Yes, sir. Are we
Black
Steeler fans?
I'm a big Steeler fan.
Let's go. Hey, John, you know what's funny before we even get into the interview?
Oh, my goodness. No,
Boog asked me, he said, please let the Steelers stay undefeated until Thanksgiving. And I held up my end, Oos, but they kept collecting L's on their end, bro. I don't get it.
Oh, man, it's going to be nice and sweet after I eat that turkey and we take that dub. Woo-wee.
Right.
I got us, John. I got us.
Yeah,
we're so glad to have you on, John. I know it's late out there. What's going on? How is it out in terms of the pandemic out there in Tennessee?
Man, thanks again for having me, brothers. You know, it's fortunately we're not dealing with what maybe you guys and there in Washington and say California are dealing with some of the mandates and you know the lockdowns. I just read and hear some of the news and what you guys are going through there. We are pretty fortunate to all the restaurants and things of that nature are still pretty wide open, and I mean people wear masks, but there's no like real serious mandates. So I'm not sure if it's because we're not dealing with the amount of cases, what the issue is, but we're counting our blessings. Our kids are in school. Today was the last day of school before Thanksgiving break. So we had a football season. So and it just kind of wrapped up a couple weekends ago. So feel blessed, but we are also just want you all to know there in the West Coast that our thoughts and prayers are for you all, and we can't wait to come out there to bring this Together Christmas tour. And we just really feel like during this time, and Boog, we spoke with you a couple weeks ago, and I think you agreed that there's so many people since whatever end of February, March, when everything shut down. People have been just longing for gathering, and especially live entertainment, live music. It's kind of been something that there hadn't been a whole lot of that this year, and so we've been going out since the summer, since June. Not at our the full schedule that we would normally hold, but man, we're just any opportunity. When it's interesting when you're doing music or any form of art for a living, man, you start to realize how sometimes you take it for granted. And so every opportunity that we've had in 2020 to be in front of a live audience, now we soak it up, because we don't know what the future holds. So man, we're just honored, and we're blessed to collaborate with brothers like you all, and try to get spread some inspiration. So we're excited to come out December 6th.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the news that we wanted to share with everybody that's on our live. December 6th, ladies and gentlemen, the Katinas will be in the building live here at the great city of Lakewood at Lake City Community Church, December 6th. And Big Goose Radio, we're actually proud to be a part of putting that, helping to put that together. And we have a flyer that we want to show you real quick. Manny, if you would, please.
Yes, sir.
And tickets are on sale right now. I already started selling tickets, believe it or not. We couldn't wait to break the news, but we're so grateful to the Katinas. And the cool thing about that is another great group that's going to open for you for the Katinas is For His Glory. Another amazing group of just godly men who have this gift, and we're excited. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, Christmas with the Katinas live in concert, December 6th, 7 p.m. And they're $15 a ticket, and they'll be $20 at the door. Here's the deal, though. We only have 200 tickets because of COVID-19 and the restrictions that we have in the state of Washington, which we want to make sure that we are following protocol. We have 200 tickets and a potential overflow. But right now, what you need, and we'll give you information after this on how to purchase your tickets, right? It's 7 o'clock, December 6th, perfect way to set the Christmas mood for your families, spend Christmas with the Katinas here, right here in the city of Lakewood, and also with For His Glory, who will be opening up. So thank you for sharing that, Manny. We'll share this flyer on all of our social media outlets. You can get tickets from myself and Manny. Also, we're going to be working with local Polynesian stores who also hold tickets, but there are only 200 tickets, right, John?
Yeah, they're limited, and unfortunately, because of, like you said, the whole social distancing and some of the restrictions, and we want to be sensitive to that. We'll be blessed to come and be with whoever comes out, but we believe that it'll sell out fast. So please get your tickets now, and I know Manny and Bug will give you the information to do that, and so we're looking forward to that.
Cool. And what is it, John? So most of the folks might not know this, but there is a strong connection between the Katinas and Lakewood and Tacoma in general. Can you talk to us about that?
Oh yeah. So obviously, we grew up in American Samoa, but in 1987, it was actually Christmas Eve of 1987. We were on a plane and landed at SeaTac Airport, and we came to be with our mom, who was battling cancer at the time, and she year after that went home to be with the Lord. And so we planted our roots right there in Tacoma. I actually went to Stadium High School for about a year and a half.
What? With the stadium?
Yeah, me and James, and that school is a lot of Palangis and a few Maulis, and so they didn't know what we were, so they called us Cubes for Cuban. And we had to give them a little education on Polynesians, but I'm sure now most of that area they're all familiar with Samoans and Polynesians in the community. But anyways, we Lakeview or Lake City Community Church is where one of our first cousins, he's on staff there, our brother David Pritchard, and so a lot of the Pritchard family who also live there in Lakewood go to that church, and so they've been kind of open up their facility to us. We did a show there a couple years ago, and so it's a great venue. It's intimate, and so we want whoever can come out, really excited for His glory, right? Being a part of the night. I've heard a lot of amazing things about the brothers, and so we look forward to just being with them, and I know a lot of people are going to enjoy their music as well.
That's amazing, man. So you heard it, man. We've got 200 tickets. Make sure you tap in with Manny and I as soon as possible to get those tickets, because they're going to go. I'm already getting texts right now as we speak about tickets. Dope. So we want to sell out, and we will sell out that show. So support. It's going to be an amazing show. We're excited to bring the Katinas back to Lakewood, Tacoma, their roots. You've heard Brother John and how they're rooted. He went to Stadium High School. No.
I don't know how they're doing, but they were they were not good. They're not,
Nothing's changed, John. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Now, shout out to Stadium High School, man. We also last time we were on with Brother James, man, we learned, and I want to share with our viewers, man, a song, Writing His Letter.
Yeah.
And if you would just play the beginning of that song for us real quick. I want to ask John a couple questions about that song, because it's such a dope record.
It's the only way I know I won't forget everything I wanna say about the times that I regret when I didn't hold you, because there was so much I couldn't let go of. I was so afraid, but I hope it's not too late. I'm writing this letter to tell you the truth. I'm gonna lay it all down, pour it out, and pray that it reaches you. I'm saying I'm sorry, begging with all my heart. Never told you enough that you are my love. I said it with a kiss across the mind. Read this letter to my lips.
Such a powerful record, Writing This Letter, written by the Katinas. You can go on all major platforms right now and download all of their music. And like we always say here on Big Woosh Radio, support our Polynesian brothers and sisters. John, when you hear that song, what emotion comes to you? And would you share with us the birth of that song for folks that don't know? Because when I heard the record, I resonated with the record for my own reasons. When I heard, why it was written and the story behind it, it also kind of expanded, what it meant, what that record meant to me, because I thought about you all as brothers, and hearing the story. So for the sake of those that are on, would you please share?
Yeah, so the song is basically about forgiveness.
Mm.
Mm.
So our father, who was in the military many years ago, and shout out to all those who served in our military and those who are serving right now. We think about you all, and we thank God for you. Our thoughts and prayers are with you and your families, especially during the holiday season. But our father, when he came back from the Vietnam War, he came back and was struggling with a lot of just inner demons that were literally trying to kill him physically, spiritually, emotionally. Um, and thankfully, shortly after he came back, he accepted an invitation to go to a small church in Oceanside, California. He heard our uncle, who was an evangelist, just basically sharing about the love of God and the goodness of God. And my dad, who was literally at the end of his rope, um, accepted the invitation to go forward and miraculously accepted Jesus, and just cold turkey stopped. Um, he was an alcoholic, and that night he literally poured all the liquor down the kitchen sink and never took another drink.
Wow.
Uh, but so even though we're grateful that God saved him, there were some other areas in his life, just mentally and with his anger, that really he still held on to for many years. Even while he was a pastor in Samoa, he still struggled with that.
Mm.
So shortly after our mom passed away in 1988, around 1990, our dad got a call, a letter from the military, basically asking him to be a part of this. It was like a retreat for Vietnam vets
Mm.
who were suffering from, trauma from the war.
Mm.
Just come and get some relief and some counseling, some therapy. So he was really reluctant, and me and my brothers were actually praying that God would just kind of move on his heart so he can go and be a part of this. And so it was a 2-week retreat. It was in Kona, Hawaii. And our dad just found himself just really um, facing some of these demons, these struggles that he'd never, even though he'd given his life to the Lord, there was still some things, especially with anger, that he never quite dealt with and didn't really give over to God. And so um, they were going through a lot of different exercises and therapy. And the very last day, one of the counselors asked the participants, the veterans that were there, to just go down the list and think about everyone, your family members, school teachers, whoever, your neighbors, your parents, and if you feel like you've wronged them or they've wronged you, you should write a letter.
Mm.
Wow.
Before he did that, he called us. He actually called my brother Sam while we were here in Nashville. And he said, "Hey, he was speaking Samoan to him, and basically said, I need you to gather all your brothers. There's something I need to tell you." So that rarely ever happened. So
Right, right.
all of us, and we met at his house. So we got Dad on the speakerphone, and he starts basically speaking Samoan to us and and telling us his whole life story,
Mm.
kid, and dealing with abandonment, dealing with rejection, going off to the war, becoming an alcoholic, everything, all the details of his life up until the present. And he said, I've tried my best, but I know that there are a lot of things that I didn't do right. I was abusive physically, verbally, emotionally, and he then started naming us one by one. He said, "Sam, Joe, James, John, Jesse, will you please forgive me?"
Wow.
Those are words that we'd never heard our dad ever say to us. And our motivation to do music um, was we didn't really care about compliments from people. We just we wanted to hear our dad say, "Sons, I'm proud of you," and that was
Yeah.
that conversation. That was the first time he ever said that. And then
Wow.
she said, before I called you guys, I said I needed to ask, was trying to figure out how I could ask the person that I need the most forgiveness from, who is your mom, and
Wow.
she's no longer here. So he said I wrote a 3-page letter, and I climbed up this mountain near where I'm staying. He said, and I read it to her, and he said I obviously didn't hear an audible voice, but
John, you said he's dad said that he's writing the letter to mom.
yeah, he wrote a letter to my mom asking her for forgiveness. And
Wow.
she had been passed away for several years already. So he said, "Man, I didn't hear an audible voice, but I really feel like she'd forgiven me
Mm.
and move on and just release all of these things that I've held on for so many years." And so after that, we just started writing this song. And so that's where the song "Writing This Letter" comes from. Just our dad's story of redemption and forgiveness. And we always tell the audience that comes to listen, man, don't wait before it's too late.
Yeah.
Mm.
You, if you know that somebody's wronged you or you wronged somebody else, man, let's fix it now. Let's forgive now. A lot of times we're giving flowers at funerals and love at funerals, and when we have the opportunity to do that now before it's too late. So maybe it's people are listening right now. Maybe you need to write a letter,
Hmm.
make things right.
That's so good because while you're talking, when James first shared this story, and we asked you to share this story again, and you even went into more detail on things that James might have just kind of sped through because of time. There's so many lessons that you can learn from this, man. And one thing, with mom passing away a few years, and then dad still asking for forgiveness. One thing that I learned, or I can pull from that, is forgiveness is not for the other person.
Mm.
Forgiveness is for yourself, man.
Mm.
It's to release yourself. You know what I mean? A lot of times when we walk into a room, we allow other people to change the way we feel, the way we think, and we're giving people so much power because of unforgiveness. And I think when we can learn how to forgive others and ask for forgiveness, we don't become victims of giving people that power over us and controlling our emotions and the way we feel. And so, people might have said, you know, oh man, dad was so late. Mom had already passed years ago, and especially for you guys who's his children, you guys are the first ones who could have felt like, wow, dad finally asking for forgiveness and that. But there's a lesson to be held in that too. Is that, hey, forgiveness is for yourself, man. It releases you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's so good, man.
Good word, Manny. Yeah, thank you for sharing that, Manny. And I see folks that are on who are, reacting to those words. What is your messaging, John, when you think about that song? And maybe there's somebody that's on tonight that is holding on to unforgiveness and doesn't know how to forgive or for the how to climb up that mountain and write that letter. And this needs a word of encouragement to just get to a starting place. What is your messaging to them, John?
Well, I think it starts with looking in the mirror and forgiving yourself. I think, especially, I would say, you know, hum, human nature is we all struggle with that. But I'll just speak from experience. I think growing up in a Polynesian culture, a lot of times we're, especially as pastors' kids, and all of us are have that experience and that background. So many times we're so focused on trying to uphold a certain, status or reputation, and so many things that are inwardly they go unchecked. Uh,
Mm.
I'll just say this right now, and I went through the toughest um, experience in my life about 3 years ago. I went through a divorce, and I was married to my wife for 20 years, and never in my wildest dreams did I ever imagine that I would, be married for 20 years and then, it all go down the drain. But it happened. And one of the first things that I had to do was take ownership for the wrongs that I committed. And I'm such an advocate for getting with good counselors. If you need therapy, and that's one thing as Samoans, man. It's so taboo. One like to talk about the junk in the closet, especially with a stranger that you don't know. And so I was fighting and clawing, and the last thing I wanted to do was to sit on a black leather couch in front of a counselor and tell him what I was going through. But I was literally dying. And I'm somebody who, I'm a minister of the gospel. For years, my brothers and I have been, talking and singing about hope, and I still believe in that. But I was going through such a dark time, and so my marriage ended, and I was literally at a fork in the road, and I thought, man, it's one of two things: I could keep running. It's like I was running from the law, or I could run to God, once and for all. And I'll cut to the chase and just say that I've never felt his healing and his redemption more than I have. I went through some really dark days in those his last 3 years. But I feel like the last year and a half, I feel like, I could finally breathe again. I see not only experience God's forgiveness, but it's, I have such a passion for broken people, and people are going through their own struggles, be it divorce or addiction or relational issues. All I could say is, man, God loves you no matter what. And if you can learn to forgive yourself, just know that his forgiveness is just overwhelming. But you can't receive his forgiveness unless you forgive yourself. Wow. So that's the message that I have for those listening. All the young people, man, don't hide behind the hurt and try to keep this facade of, oh no, everything's all good. Because it'll kill you in the end. We gotta learn to be authentic. We gotta learn to be, and just be able to have people too. Just ask God to give you some people that can walk with you. I think sometimes a struggle to be, you don't have people that are gonna just hold you up and say, man, it doesn't matter what you've done.
So good.
Man, I'm here for you. So
John, I wanted to ask you one more thing, because we're talking about. You said something earlier, normalizing therapy in the communities, in our Samoan culture. I don't know if you heard, but a lot of our young people in American Samoa are, the suicide rate is
Yep.
over the last few months has been crazy. And I wanted to ask you how important, obviously I know how important it is, but for people who's listening on the live, how important it is for us to kind of break those barriers of sweeping things under the rug and not normalizing the tough talks. And and it's usually, because if I'm young and I want to say something in a meeting of adults, then it's like, hey, kinguku also, don't talk back, you shut up, you just know your place. And a lot of times it's really just shushing the hurt. You know what I mean? Shushing the experience, the bad experience that I was just about to share, and now I'm afraid to. And so, how important is it for us to change that part of our culture?
man, I mean, we this could be a whole conversation for a whole nother time, because I think it's really
Mm.
important to address this. But I'm a parent now, and I've got my oldest son is 21, got one that's 19, 17, 15, and 13. So I have 5 boys, and what I've learned through what I went through the last 3 years is just, man, you got to listen.
Mm.
You got to listen to what your kids are saying, and they've taught me so much in the process. And I want to say to parents that are listening or tuning in to Big Goose Radio right now, I know that it's kind of an awkward thing. It's something that we're not used to, but if we can really um, take the time and discipline ourselves to listen to what our kids are saying.
Yeah.
And we're going to find that it's even awkward for the young people to really be honest, but it's going to be baby steps, and it can't happen overnight. I think it's generations coming together and saying, listen, obviously something has not worked uh, from decades and decades of us doing the same thing. Like you said, where the elders are doing their thing, and young people are so afraid to suggest things or share their opinions because we get shut down all the time.
Yeah.
The other reason why this is, man, I know I'm rambling, but it's the reason why the Samoan church is dying. It's like, what, I don't get nothing, man. It's like, and hear me out. I'm not trying to say to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Talk to them.
About our culture, so many things about the Samoan church that I hold so dear and dear to my heart, and it's taught me so much. But there's some other parts of it I think we got stuck because we just like, well, the generations before us did it this way, and so we're going to do it this way. And I'm saying, man, how about we try to break the cycle where it needs to be broken? And communication, we hear that here in America, man. Communication is the key in relationship, right?
Yep.
Especially in relationships between parents and your young people. Communication is the key. I've heard, my brother Dave is took over my dad's church in Samoa, and God's given him amazing opportunity with Leone High School.
I've seen that.
Once a week, he's literally having service there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the faculty there, the teachers, the principals there, notice how serious it's like an epidemic, this whole suicide thing. And so it's not going to happen overnight, but I think it just takes communication. We have to figure out how to bring the barriers down, and let's listen to each other. At the same token, young people, let's continue to respect. That's one thing that's missing here in this country, in the Western culture, is a lack of respect for elders. So I hope our young people, Polynesian young people, don't ever lose that. Don't ever, dismiss that. We need the reason why we are successful as athletes, as soldiers in the military, whatever areas of life, is because we're hard workers and we respect authority.
That's
so
good.
Not lose that as well. But parents, let's give a listening ear to our young people too.
Thank you so much, John, for being so with us this evening, man, and sharing some really personal, your personal story, man. That means a lot. And our hope and prayer is that, folks, if you're tuning in, that you find the messaging in that and what God is speaking, and that you would use and hear John's story as a way to find your own healing, or get to your own place of forgiving, or walking to that mountaintop, to write your own letter, and all of it. So, man, I'm super grateful, John, that you shared that, dropped those gems on us tonight on Big Goose Radio. Thank you. If you're just joining us, we are live with John Katina, ladies and gentlemen, of the legendary Katinas.
Yes, sir.
Everybody listening in via Dash Radio, Island City Media, whatever form, whatever outlet you're tapping in from. It's been great to have you on. If you are just joining us, the Katinas will be live here in the city of Lakewood on December 6th. We have tickets for sale, Manny and I, for that show. There's only 200 tickets. Seating is limited, so they're going to go quick. We've already sold a handful of tickets just today, and we'll go on until the show is sold out. So make sure you hit us up to get those tickets. John, we want to play a game that we play with anybody that comes on a Big Goose Radio. It's called Rapid Questions. And what you're going to need to do, John, is you're going to have to answer these series of questions we're going to ask you as quick and as honest as you can. Can you do that for us?
Let's do it, man. Let's give it a stab.
Okay. And for everybody tuned in, hit that share button. I see some spammers on the live right now. Don't mind them. We're doing our best to get them blocked. And if you are the spammer, come on, man. Chill out, bro. Chill out, man.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You ready? You ready, John?
Good.
Let's go. Rapid questions.
You said already.
Big Goose Radio.
Let's get ready to rumble!
most
Jesse.
yes. Who is the best cook?
Yo,
Yo, who is the best basketball player?
me.
Oh, okay. LBJ or Kobe?
Kobe all the way.
Hey, Ai or Carlo?
Carlo.
Who is the most hip out of the brothers?
James.
James. Who is the biggest diva out of the brothers?
Jesse.
Jesse. Oh, Jesse. Who is your favorite brother?
All of them, but I got a twin. James.
Hey, shout out to you, James. And who? Last question. Who is your all-time favorite Steeler?
Steeler. DP. George Polamalu.
All right, thank you so much. Kobe all day. That's another thing, man. If you don't know, the Katinas are hardcore. Let me say it real nice and loud for Manny because he's a Boston Celtics fan. Lakers fan. Yes. Lakers go all day.
The Celtics are they're unloading their whole squad. What are they doing, man?
I don't know. I've been busy. The last week. I gotta make some calls. I don't know what's going on right now.
No, that's a whole nother show, man. But you already seen what we done picked up, boy. We ready for next season, man. We are ready for next. Real quick before we let you off, and it's been so great to rock with you, John. Thank you for taking the time to rock with us. Where were you at? And talk to us about what you felt the day you found out Kobe Bryant and his dear daughter and all those who were on that helicopter lost their lives. Talk to us about the emotion I went through, because I have my own experience and I've shared that many times on here. It was something that I didn't think I could experience with somebody that I've never physically met.
We were in Orange Beach, Alabama. It was a Sunday, and we were playing at a church there and went back to the hotel. Well, on the way back to the hotel, my son Zion was FaceTiming me, and he's like, "Dad, I don't know if this is true or not, but TMZ just said that a helicopter that went down in L.A. and Kobe and maybe his daughter and some friends were on it." And I said, "Man, that's a hoax. There's no way." And then whatever, maybe 30 minutes later, it was true. And I remember FaceTiming my son Zion because all of our kids, but my son Zion is a diehard fan. And I FaceTime him and he and I were just bawling. There were no words. We were just crying. And I've never, me and my brothers are big Michael Jackson fans, but even when he passed away, we were not emotional like this. Something about him. We all saw him pretty much grow up right before our eyes into the amazing husband and father that he was right before that tragic accident. So, man, it's just devastation all the way around, and the impact that he had around the world, especially an athlete, was just pretty impressive, pretty remarkable to see that his reach was so beyond basketball. It transcended into business, into culture, just an international icon. And we got to see him play live on 2 or 3 occasions, and got to see him on his farewell tour when he came to Memphis, Tennessee. So we took all of our kids there. So that was a nice memory, but I'm still can't believe that, he's gone. And I think the Lakers winning that championship, this year, craziness of 2020, especially, the year that he passes, it's surreal, man.
It's fitting, yeah.
RIP to the Mamba, man. Yeah, I definitely, resonate with everything you're saying tonight, John. I feel the same way. Manny knows. I hit Manny up, and I remember that night just watching ESPN all night with my daughter Sitofa, who's another hardcore Lakers fan, and boy, we just kind of huddled under that blanket and we cried all night long. And I woke up the next day. I had man, it's like, bro, I don't know, man. It's just like feels like a family member that I lost, man. I just and I trying to of course pray and just like find my own solutions to why I was so touched and moved by the loss of somebody that I never met. But it's just like you said, John, like you grew up watching, and so there's such a connection because you invest so much of your time in these teams and these folks that who you watch. It just you couldn't help but to feel that. So man, shout out to the Lake Show for winning the ship this year, bringing it home for Kobe Bryant, and also his daughter and all those that lost their lives. Rest in peace to them forever. Uh, Mamba for life, man. That's for sure, man. It's been so wonderful to be with you tonight, Brother John, man. We can't wait to see you December 6th, you and the brothers. And if there's a spot or an extra mic for me to sing.
I got a question, Boog. I need to ask John before he takes off. Because I keep hearing that Boog keeps telling me that he's one of the Katina brothers that nobody knows about.
Yeah, bro.
And I don't believe him, John. Can you clear that up for me and some of the viewers?
James
Is
right
Boog
Yeah.
Boog a Katina brother that nobody knew about?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just one of those things where you have to keep the overhead low. So it's long. Because most places can't afford the so he's been kind, he's been so humble and modest to let the five of us go out, and he's really the thing that makes the wheel keep turning.
Hey, okay.
John, can we start to work on my album now? That's the last.
Man, coming out in 21, baby.
I just need a feature from Fred Hammond, Beyonce. We can make it happen. It's all good. John, thank you so much. Any final shout outs before we let you out, brother?
Hey, thank you, Usos, for having me, and family. We can't wait to see you all in Lakewood, December 6th at Lake City Community Church. It's going
Wait.
And with our brothers for His glory, it's going to be an awesome time to bring in the Christmas spirit. Thanks again, brothers. Love you guys.
Thank you so
Yes,
much,
sir.
brother. We love you. God bless you.
Love you guys.
See you soon. Wow.
Yasuelo o saunei o le mawhai ona o whangalo ina loa lofa e sili e se Tiny o te whangalo ina whamanu ianga wa e saunia whawhetai I loa lofa e wi ina whainga tā Ua o I loa nei, ua nao o e Yesu O te sai Ua o sa nei, whakamaua lalo Sisi o lima, I a te oi Yesu e whawhetai I
Look.
loa lofa
So now that we've found out that you're an official Katina, can you sing that song for us on the live?
You know what, bro? You're just gonna have to wait till December 6th if you want to hear me sing with my brothers, my usos, my purchase a ticket. They asked me want me to sing the opening song, but I told John and James and Sam, Ricky, Robbie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. I told them, hey, I don't want to take all the shine, fellas. I want to share the shine. So I told the brothers, you know what I mean? Let's do it together, man, because I don't want to outshine nobody. That's just the type of Uso I am, you know what I mean? That's just me. But check it out, man. We got tickets, man, right now. And I think I already got 50 out the door. So 50,
Yes, sir.
50 tickets.
Easy.
50 tickets have already been claimed from just in this short time we've been on this segment. And by tomorrow, even by Friday or by the weekend, they're all gonna be gone. Like this is like there are no live shows, right, Manny? There are no live shows right now. We have an opportunity to like listen. And hey, check it out, man. A mask is required. We will practice social distancing in the facility, in the sanctuary. You're gonna be spread out. That's why it's only 200 tickets. If you're feeling sick or have any symptoms, stay home. Don't purchase the ticket. They're going to do the whole thing where they check for your fever and ask for your social security number and all that stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But let's get the one thing clear, Bug,
Yeah.
because a lot of people are getting like I don't know what to call it, but when like say they have symptoms of COVID, right? Or they test positive for COVID, they're embarrassed about it,
Yeah.
right? And so they don't say nothing,
Yeah.
right? And then they continue to go out or continue to do their thing or be around people. It's not an embarrassing thing,
No, I mean,
and then voicing it out and saying, "Hey guys, I had COVID. Please, everybody that was with me at so and so's house or wherever the event was, man, you're helping people out. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? And so don't look at it as an embarrassing thing and something to be because you can catch it from anything, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And so help somebody out by being honest.
yeah,
You don't have to be embarrassed that if you test positive, and then in doing so, you get a lot of people, just like I have when my grandmother passed away, just as Boog has, as when he went into the hospital, for his heart, the prayers, man, you get all of that, coming your way, for full restoration from our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So don't be shy, man. Don't be
no,
ashamed.
ain't no shame in it, bro. If anybody
No
like,
reason
and
to.
I know it might sound hard because you hear about this virus and the
Mhm.
numbers of deaths. That's exactly what we're trying to slow down. So if you,
Exactly.
the safest thing, of course, obviously, is to stay home.
Yeah.
Go out only if you need. But if you know you're sick, make sure you mask up. You're washing your hands. You know what I mean? All those things, right? But more importantly, if you feel like you have some symptoms, just be smart. Like that's because that's the way. Is like I'm seeing so much different information on you actually I could be infected now and not know or see symptoms till a couple of days later. By that time, I've already seen a dozen people, right? You know what I mean? So just be smart, be safe, and if you know you are, just stay home and be honest and open about it. Let people
Yep.
know that they can trace back so that we can stop this thing and we can go about life.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? We can go.
But all right, we do have a special message, man.
We have a special message, and we're going to go to it. Our brothers
Yes,
from
sir.
For His Glory have a special message for us tonight. Check it out, y'all. And don't mind the spammers that are on here right now, y'all.
Hello, everyone. Hope all is well. You're chilling with the Big Oosh Radio with Big Manny and Boog. Hey! This is Mikey with the acapella group For His Glory. I'm excited to share a song with you, an oldie but goodie tune entitled Wonderful. But I'm more excited about sharing the stage with Katina Brothers on December 6th. You heard me right. The Katina Brothers, December 6th, they will be in town. So please get your tickets. More details from Big Manny and Boog. And man, I'm sure those tickets are running out fast. So get yours and join us on that night as we worship the King. All right. Have a blessed day.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, yes, he's wonderful. Oh, he's so wonderful, wonderful, so wonderful, well, wonderful, wonderful. God is so wonderful. He's so wonderful. Well, the Lord is my shepherd, and he's my guide. Wherever I be, the Lord he will provide. So praise his holy name. He's so wonderful. Oh, marvelous. Oh, he's so marvelous. You know it's marvelous. Well, marvelous. God is so marvelous. Well, the Lord is my shepherd, and he's my guide. Wherever I be, you know he will provide. So praise his holy name. He's so marvelous. and all of the pain. He's the doctor who cures all pain. And when I am down and filled with shame, I know he loves me just the same. The Lord is my shepherd, and he's my guide. Wherever I be, the Lord will provide. So praise his holy name. He's so wonderful.
Never mind, man.
Never mind, man.
Shout out to For His Glory. They will be live opening up for the Katinas, ladies and
Yes, sir.
yes. We have tickets right now for sale. Hit us up. Yo, man, don't mind these guys that are spamming right now. We're doing our best to clean these right, for lack of better terms, these jerks up. Right. If you're spamming our live right now, get off, man. Stop being a jerk.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, just go on about your business, man. Why you messing with us, man? Ain't nobody messing with y'all. Why y'all jump on and mess up our joint, man?
I'm trying to block them, but it's not letting me block.
Yeah, we're trying to do the same thing right now. You're a little more tech savvy than we are, or than I am, for the most part. But we got you, man. We got you, man. Just stop spamming and buy a ticket and come to the Katina concert so I can slap your face. Buy a ticket and come to the Katina's concert so we can slap your face. No. Thank you guys so much. It's been so dope, man. I'm just so excited and blessed that my Uso Manny is back. It feels so good, bro.
Thank you.
Across the screen and that you're here tonight. What a wonderful show. What a great message from the Uso John.
Yep.
About forgiveness, and that song, man, writing this letter, man, like every time I hear that song, man, I'm just like, oh geez, man. It's just, after knowing the premise of why it was written, it's just so dope, man. So dope. So make sure you want to see the Usos live and support our Usos for His Glory, who will be opening up for that show. And check it out, we will have some Big Us Radio merch for sale on hand that day. So come through, ready to purchase some merch, and let's have a great time. Let's set the mood for Christmas, right?
Yep.
Let's go and sell out the show, support the Katinas. Let's have a good time. Let's get ourselves into that Christmas spirit, and there's no better way than to doing so by attending a Katina concert. I promise you, I assure you,
not regret it.
you will definitely feel the spirit and hear the story of Christmas by attending a Katina concert. So tap in with us for those tickets. They're going quick, man. Hit us ASAP. You can send me a text message or Manny a message, and we'll get you guys tickets. Look at that. I got like 17 text messages right now for tickets, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting text messages too. Again, before we end the live, I just wanted to say thank you again to the Big Us Radio family, to all my friends, all my family who's been able to show support over the last week. Like I said, the merch is coming out. I'm back and back in full effect. So I'm happy to be back with you, Boog, during the show.
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep growing this thing, man.
Shout out to Team Rail. We love you.
Yes, sir.
You're listening in. Our prayers are with you and anybody, man. Also, Team La, to my Uso Slim and his beautiful wife La, who's also going through some stuff right now. Just prayers are with you and anybody, man. So love you, Slim, and beautiful wife La. Also, D, I see D's wife Etta on the live right now. Our prayers are with you. Still, we continue to keep you and your family in prayers. Thank you to everybody that supported by purchasing a Team Rail shirt. We are repping and we are praying for you. And anybody that's going through anything this season, man, our prayers are with you. Please be safe out there. Please use wisdom. Go out only if you need, and purchase a ticket to come and see me and my brothers at our show. I promise you, you won't be let down, man. I got a track, man, that I'm glad that John and James are still on. John and James, my single. It's been about 15 years I've recorded this song, and they won't let me release it for some odd reason, but I think that
For some odd reason,
odd reason, man. I
some
think
odd reason. I wonder what that reason is.
I think on December 6th, I'm gonna get a shot to finally release the record, bro. Finally release it, man. I'm so grateful and
I'm
thankful.
proud of you, Boog.
So, won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Won't he help me release my first single? Boogie Katina is in the building, son. That's right. Hashtag that. Boogie Katina. We love you guys. God bless. Let's close out, man. This song right here is dedicated, writing this letter to anybody that's going through something. We hope that the words written by our Usos, the Katinas, that it moves you, man, that to, find a place where you can climb that your own mountaintop and you can get to a place of reconciliation, a place of healing. Our prayers are with you and you as well, Mausho, Manny, and your entire family, man. We know you just laid the queen to rest, but this is a tough time, man. When the family leaves, we all know family during the family Falava is so dope because you get all that attention because the families are there. Everybody's there to reminisce, to catch up.
Yeah.
All the family who have come in from afar, who you haven't seen in a while. And man, the reality sets in when everybody leaves. I know firsthand what that feeling is like, and many on the live know what that feeling is like. So continued prayers for you, Mauso, and your family.
Thanks, Deuce. Appreciate it. Definitely having a great time with the family that's been able to fly up. Packed house, but sometimes that's the best way to do it, man. You don't miss out on anything. You get to share everything together. And so definitely had a great time. Had to drop off some of them throughout the week. It's been a bittersweet feeling doing that. But God is good, man. God is great.
All the time, man. We're going to close out with this record by the Katinas, writing this letter. If you've never heard this record,
it's the only way I know I won't forget everything I wanna say about the times that I regret when I didn't hold you because there was so much I couldn't let go of. I was so afraid, but I hope it's not too late. I'm writing this letter to tell you the truth. I'm gonna lay it all down, pour it out, and pray that it reaches you. I'm saying I'm sorry, I'm begging with all my heart. Never told you enough that you are my love. I said it with a kiss across the line. Raise this letter to my lips and hope that maybe someday I will look to the sky above and say somehow you didn't forgive me. I pray that I'll get through. Just be forever missing you. Writing this letter, tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you everything. Gonna lay it all down. Pour my heart, pour it out. Yes, I will, and I pray that it reaches you. I'm saying I'm sorry. Begging with all my heart. Never told you enough. Oh, no, that you are my love. These words that flow so easily, they just fall upon the page. If only you were here with me, I'd say it to your face. You're pretty.
Love you, Moso.
Writing this letter to tell you the truth. I'm gonna lay it all down.